Daily driving my GT86 for the last 4 years has been amazing, and the thing is still like new.
And that was a lie.
Can you daily drive a GT86? And should you? The answer for me is no, you shouldn't daily drive it. But let me explain.
Unfortunately, it is all my fault. I've daily driven this car for 4 years now, and I have pretty much neglected it the whole time. It's not something I'm proud of, but daily driving this car has taken its toll, especially when I haven't really maintained it and kept it as clean as I really should.
Now for this video, I have purposely not cleaned my car just to be a little bit more realistic and show you guys how daily driving this car has basically ruined it completely.
Just to name a few problems: the front grille is hanging off, the bumper's hanging off, the headlights have gone all cloudy, the wheels are looking sorry for themselves, and the side skirts just look terrible. Not to mention there's also some paint damage.
The car looks good from back here. However, it's not until you get up close and really have a good look around this car that you realise just how bad it actually is. All the paintwork that's peeling on the arch here, the arch liner that is held in with cable ties, fading headlights, the front grille which isn't even attached properly, the bumper hanging off because it doesn't connect up properly, even the side skirt which just looks awful and isn't even on right. Not to mention this bit here, which is for some reason sticking out. I say for some reason, I know exactly why. And cut a long story short, basically I went over a speed bump a little bit too hard, front suspension came down, went bang, and it bent it up underneath. I mean, sure, in the grand scheme of things, daily driving this car has been really fun and still is an amazing experience, and I still love daily driving it. I just don't love the effect that daily driving is having on the car. This paintwork is absolutely atrocious. It is terrible. The paintwork's awful. The car itself just looks terrible. And okay, yes, you might not be able to tell from back here. From back here, it looks pretty clean, looks pretty good. But it's not until you get up close that you see the toll that daily driving this car has really had on it. It's kind of ruined it. Even these tail lights, it's actually this one, I believe. Yeah, this one, I've had to drill a tiny little hole just in the bottom there, so I could actually drain the water out of these, when really I should have just replaced them or replaced the seal behind them. But even then, instead of doing that, because I can't have this car off the road because it's my daily driver, I just put silicone all the way around the back so that no water could get in there. Which, don't get it wrong, it's a pretty good idea because it has actually stopped all the water getting behind it, but it's not the proper way of doing things. Not to mention some of the bird poop which has kind of ingrained itself in the paintwork a little bit there. And then we have the interior which is looking sorry for itself. The car is just always a mess. It's always dirty because I'm driving it to and from a dirty workplace every day. Sometimes, most of the time during the summer, 7 days a week. So it's inevitable that it's going to get ruined. And I can't help but think back to when I got this car. And even when I got it, it wasn't in the best condition. Even then, the front bumper was completely broken and needed replacing, and there was a few other bits and bobs. The suspension needed replacing, all of that. But even then, it was so much cleaner and better than it is now. And I know, when you're daily driving a car, what do I expect? In reality, in a perfect world, I should have bought this car plus a daily driver. But that's just not really doable. For me, anyway, it's just not doable. So the question I'm trying to get at here, is a GT86 a daily driving car? Yes, 100%, yes. Sorry to interrupt, but I am trying my hardest to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. So if you're liking my content, even just a little bit, please hit that subscribe button, and hopefully we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Anyway, back to the video.
The GT86 is a brilliant daily driver. It's comfortable, it's more practical than you would imagine, and it's fun. The point I'm trying to get at is, obviously, unfortunately, with the UK roads and the UK weather just constantly ruins everything.
Having daily driven this car for 4 years, I can say that as a daily driver, this car is amazing. The experience whilst you're driving it is amazing. Everything about the car is amazing. It's just when you're daily driving these cars and you don't have the time to clean it all the time and clean it properly all the time, you're driving it to and from a dirty workplace. I mean, sometimes, and I'm sure some of you detailers might be able to confirm this to me, but sometimes it's actually better for the car to not clean it, especially if you're cleaning it and then taking it to a dirty place and it's getting covered in dust and debris, and then you go and clean it again, you're just basically kind of pushing around all of that dust and dirt, which is scratching up the paintwork even more. So with that logic in mind, I sometimes go weeks without cleaning it just because I'm worried about messing up the paint even more than it's already messed up. And then it's just not great because then I drive around in a car which is like this, which is filthy. It's absolutely filthy. Then we've also got this boot lid, which is just a big problem. I don't know if you can tell the difference there between the paint and the good paint, but you can see there is a huge difference. This boot lid I actually resprayed and repainted myself, and I had to fill in loads of holes there because there was a big wing on here, which I'll put on the screen now, which I do kind of miss actually. That was a great wing, I love that thing. But I wanted this ducktail, and in order to have this on my car, I couldn't afford at the time a new boot lid, and there wasn't even any affordable second-hand ones on like Facebook Marketplace or eBay. So I had to kind of fill in all of the holes along here, which was a terrible job, and then repaint it, and I've just not sorted it since. I know, I'm not trying to make any excuses here or anything like that. The state of my car is my own fault, even though I'm daily driving it, and even though all of the things I just mentioned about how I take it to a dirty workplace and it gets covered in dust and it's always getting dirty and things are going wrong and I'm botching things together. Even though I've said all that, there is a lot of things that I could have done to avoid a lot of these problems, and they're not even expensive, which is the worst part, which is the part that is really grating on me, is the fact that most of these things that I could fix on this car for really cheap, but I just haven't, and that is not good. To say the least, I am disappointed in myself. Really disappointed in myself. One of the things that is incredibly bothering to me is this front lip. Believe it or not, this thing is carbon fiber. However, it got completely ruined, because again, I've got carbon fiber on a daily driving car and it sits quite low. It has actually been raised since. It's not actually that low now, but it used to be a lot lower, and obviously all the speed bumps that are about in the UK, it just got absolutely destroyed. And again, to buy a new one of those front lips in carbon fibre, it's something like £240. It's really not that fucking expensive. But again, for some reason, my stupid ass decided, you know what, it'll be a good idea, I'll repair this and then I'll just spray paint it black. I didn't even do that process properly. I didn't even do it, I didn't even sand it and then fill it and then wipe it down with alcohol and then paint it and then wipe it again and then clear it and then all that. I didn't do any of that shit. I didn't. All I did was I sanded it down, re-epoxied it, sanded it again, and then painted it black. Why? This is all, however, about to change. Very soon I'll have a new video out where I'll be fixing every single problem with this car. And I'm going to get this car back up to a good standard. 5 years ago, this car was my dream car, and it still is. I absolutely love this car. If you'd watched my previous video, I would have told you there that I don't care how far I get in life, whether I get to the point where I've got McLarens and Ferraris or whatever, I want that car in that collection. But it's going to be a case of I've got lovely, sparkling, beautiful looking McLarens and Ferraris, and then that sat in the middle of it. That's a squirrel making that noise. I thought it was a bird. As for whether or not you should daily one of these cars, yes and no. Yes, because they are great daily drivers. They're comfortable, they're fun, they're just great. Absolutely great. And they're pretty practical, as you would have seen from the last video. However, they just get absolutely battered, especially with this UK weather where it's raining and then not raining and then raining and then not raining, and then it's, all the different seasons. 1 minute it's summer and bright sunshine and you think, yes, I'm going to clean the car. And as soon as you've cleaned the car, that's it. It's just fucking humping it down with rain. And that rain always carries dust and debris, and next thing you know, your car just looks like you haven't even bothered cleaning it for the last 3 weeks. That's another thing, the wobbly window. If anyone knows what's causing that, please let me know. That is bugging the life out of me. I suppose what I'm trying to get at here is it's a good daily driver for all of the logical reasons, but if you're trying to keep your car nice, maybe not so much. I mean, yeah, sure, it is more of a personal thing. I mean, if your workplace isn't as dirty and it's generally nice and clean, then yeah, you know, why not? But for people like me who their workplace is very dirty and very dusty, it's just not great. It's not great. Now, I guess for me, yeah, I do have to continue to daily drive this car, but that's because I don't have any other option. The only thing I can really do is just do my best to clean up this car and get it back up to scratch, because it can't go on like this. It can't go on like this. You know, I think in the whole time that I've had this car, I think I've actually had it professionally cleaned and detailed once. That's once in 4 years. It's not good. It's not good, especially when I'm fucking awful at cleaning a car. But there will be a video out soon where I'm going to be fixing everything that is wrong with this car. Everything. So overall, yes, it is a good car to daily drive. But when it comes to the condition of the car, especially in the UK, it will get battered. It will get battered. So if you're prepared and you have the facilities for that, big man, to clean it and maintain it regularly and everything like that, then yes, it is a great daily driving car. It's just unfortunate that for me, I'm a bit of a prick and a bit negligent, and I haven't kept up with it. But that is all about to change, because like I said earlier, I can't sit here and preach about keeping your cars nice and cleaning them and all this, that and the other, when my car looks like this 99% of the time. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. I will be having this video out soon where I'm going to be fixing everything wrong with this. And the next video is actually a really, really cool video. I'm not going to give out too many details. All I'm going to say is I have been invited out to go and do something which I could only dream of doing. I still can't wrap my head around it that it's going to happen. This opportunity came up and I could not say no. And I could only dream of doing what I'm about to do next weekend. So that video is going to be amazing, and the whole experience is going to be amazing. So hit that subscribe button, because that video is going to be out next Sunday, 6 PM. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.